But you can see that is the reddest sun I've ever seen from this location. So there's a sign from God already. I'm not joking, that is the most orange sun I've ever seen in the sunrise from this bedroom window. Okay, there's Mount Baker, Mount Coco. That's amazing. So I told you that the Lord spoke to me that today is Wednesday, September 30th, which is a Screaming Joy package. We talked about that in the previous video, but look at how orange that is. Like, the camera does not do justice, I promise you. It is glowing, beautiful, brilliant orange. So orange is 60, pure fives from the inside out, and then circle equals joy. So orange circle is holy joy. Like, that is the most orange, like, that is the most brilliant orange ever. So it's a total screaming, it's like a joy ecstasy package from God. As I stare through the cocoa cone trees to see this great sight. See that? All these are cone trees. Cocoa, 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 Mount Cocoa right there. But there's your, that's a dramatic sign from God that today is a screaming joy day. Remember in the previous video, so sunrise divides by 5, orange is 5s from the inside out, circle equals joy. There it is. That is glaring. The camera can't even, like, I can stare at the naked circle of the sun with my naked eye, naked equals eye, letter for letter, and it is literally the most perfect orange circle you've ever seen in a sunrise. Okay, there's a lot of lens flare on this camera, but my eyes can see the circle perfectly. Ooh, that's beautiful. So it's a total joy fest already. Okay, that's the message. The great O, the great joy package staring me in the face, but it's got a particular, like, it is screaming orange. Okay, so the word orange is pairwise 5s from the inside out with 15 at the center. So it's 15 flanked by 25 flanked by 20. Okay, that's the color orange. And then of course white is 65, and then you can say an orangey white, and now you've added more 5. So orange plus white is a divine combination because it equals 125. Joy, joy, half a joy. And then if you say orangey white, throw another Y into the mix, now you've got 150 perfectly. Triple joy. So that sun is an orangey white. And it's going to obviously blend equals cocoa. It's going to blend up equals double cocoa. It's going to blend into white as it continues to rise. So the joy of a sunrise is the same thing as joy and love in the sunrise. Sunrise is pure 3s, just like moonrise. See, this guy knows what to do. There's a little bird. It's not in that. You can hardly see with the video camera. The birds are singing their heads off, telling you what to do. Fantastic. There he goes. But there it is. It is a literal solid orange circle. That's amazing. Like, I've never seen such a beautiful orange circle from this location. Okay. So it's just indescribable. And then every branch of the trees is shaped like a Y, telling you to rejoice today. Like, guys, you've got to understand what the real message of God is. And then once you choose joy, God provides for you. It's not that complicated. Okay. There it is. So the camera is really flaring it into a white, but it's literally a solid steerable orange. The joy message has been received. So all these colors divide by 5. Orange, here we go, orange, gray, bronze, white, cream. I've been getting the word cream from the Lord Lock because it ends in cocoa, just like the American dream starts and ends with those letters, and we talked about that. Yep. Joy, joy, joy. That's right, my friends. Gray, blue, white, pink. I just can't get enough of the fact that, like, everything in the heavens and everything that draws your eye up is all screaming out joy. So I'm here to tell the whole universe again. So remember, cocoa equals up equals cone. A cone draws your eye up, also known as a dome, which equals cone, which equals up, which equals cocoa. And the cones, there's more cones, the higher up you go, more cocoa. Like, it's just, guys, like when you actually draw near to God, when you actually look up, it's like, and you hear from God, everything in nature, in His creation, is telling you to rejoice all day, every day. So, do not pay attention to dumb things in this world that dumb people are doing that are not the voice of God. God's telling you constantly to rejoice. And He's also constantly telling you to drink your cocoa, which is the key. Look at that sun, man. Now it's a real steerable orangey, so you can say orangey pink, and that'll divide by 5. So orangey is 85. Look at that thing. Yep. Yeah, the perfect circle orange sunrise. I'm going to have to review my color names and see what other ones divide by 5. But the message has been received from the great commander once again. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. Now, if you want to call that color salmon, salmon equals Jesus equals God's Son, very obvious, Gem. But it's definitely a pink orange. Like, that is just, to me, it's just the camera doesn't do it justice, but this is a dramatic joy message. It is a dramatic joy sign early in the morning. Morning is 90. It is a dramatic joy sign early in the morning from God to me, totally confirming what He said to me before the sunrise with the letters Wednesday, September 30th, all dividing by 5 in total. 9-letter packages apiece that all have a 5 at the dead center. So the Lord dropped that in my mind before sunrise, and now there's this dramatic sign in the sunrise. Okay, the sun is perfect orangey pink. You can see the whole circle. It's just a dramatic color display highlighting the joy message at the center of everything. Okay, so that's what God continues to say. That's what He's saying. You have to get the interpretation of what God is saying through the weather. And your Mount Baker, your Mount Cocoa, I've already had some cocoa for breakfast, as I'm supposed to, as it looms in front of cocoa cone trees. And here's the giant Joy O shining through the trees, so it draws my eyes to capture the cocoa cones and the Y ups and the Joy ups. So every branch and every tree is shaped like a bunch of Ys, just like your internal Venus network in your whole body, because Y is 5 times 5, the letter of joy and the number of joy. So I'm staring through a bunch of branches shaped like Ys, telling me to rejoice, that all have cones, which equals cocoa, that I have drink more of it the higher up you go to feel more joyful and get up. There's a giant orange ball staring me in the face, telling me to rejoice in every mathematical analysis. Every color in the sky divides by 5. The word blend equals cocoa. There's a mountain right there that equals Mount Cocoa, as a sign that you're supposed to consume a lot and that it's here to last and take you higher. The birds are telling me to rejoice. Everything that God is saying is rejoice your head off. So don't pay attention to any of these non-Christian humans, okay, that are telling you to wear masks and do very stupid things that are completely satanic and far from what God is saying. They really don't know what God is saying. Ooh, the sun is really orange now. So the camera doesn't do justice. The camera tends to flare it into a white, but I'm not even joking. It is like the most perfect, glowing, solid orange I've ever seen in a sunrise from this location. So I told you that Wednesday, September 30th, today, was going to be an extra. It was going to be like a climax of joy, ecstasy from the Lord, and He is already declaring that from the sunrise because it is so dramatic. The orange, the perfect orange circle that I stare at with my naked eye, naked equals eye, is indescribably beautiful. The camera is pushing it into white, but it is a solid glowing orange. Okay. So sunrise equals 105. Man, like it just. And by the way, you will not see the beauty of everything at the highest level and with the highest level of joy until you drink your cocoa. That's just what God has said. It's like you have to drink your Mount Cocoa for breakfast, okay, in order to feel up, in order to see and appreciate the joy of God maximally in every sight of his handiwork in nature, which is all him communicating. And he's telling me to rejoice my head off as I stare at the, one of Jesus' last titles is Omega, which means great O. Like he is the great joy. The sun is the great O. It's telling you to rejoice, the Omega. And then there's another letter, Omicron, which is small o. But they're both telling you to rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. Okay? So that's the message of the sunrise. So morning is 90. Look at that thing. It is like just a glowing. And by the way, the word glow ends in joy. Like you can feel it, L-O, glow, glowing. It's a glowing O, O-O-O, joy, joy, joy. It's a glowing O class telling you to rejoice, O-O-O. While the mountain tells you to drink your cocoa every day. And then when you say the glow, now you just complete the fives. So the glowing O. Now you've just completed 5 fest galore, or the glowing orange, or the glowing white, or the white glow. Okay? But glow ends in joy, the word low. And if you ever see an owl, which equals joy, that's God reminding you to rejoice. That's actually what he's telling you to do. And you're allowed to laugh at the owl if you feel like it. Man, these colors, the camera does not do justice. I'm just getting the most beautiful blends. So we have cream, we have pink, soft divides by 5, you have turquoise, blue, gray, orange for sure. I'm not even joking. That is the most stark orange circle of the sun I've ever seen for a sunrise here. As it literally shines through the cocoa cone branches. And it's shining. You notice that the sun shines through the Y's. So the O of the sun shines through the Y's of the branches. O is 15, Y is 5 times 5. Are you... And look at how many trees there are in the world and how many branches. Like, folks, get away from all the stupid messages of sinful people and listen to what God is saying 24/7 from the dawn of time. He's telling you to rejoice. Okay, regardless of what other people are doing. You don't have to participate with their nonsense and all the masks and all that lunacy. So wow, like I'm not even joking, it's literally the most perfect orange circle. Amazing. So the glow equals 90, the morning glow double 90. That is like a perfect orange circle. Like it's perfectly, God has ordained it to be perfectly stareable at with the naked eye. Perfect orange glow, perfect circle. So God is telling me to rejoice like crazy. He's telling me to choose joy. And today is the great Wednesday. So remember, Wednesday is the center of the week. Wednesday equals double joy. It's amazing. So today is Wednesday, September 30th. And I preached on those letters from the very beginning of today. Okay, that the Lord was telling me it was going to be a screaming joy day because the letters are so exceptionally perfect. It's the final day of September, and God is starting off this joy message with an absolute bang, an absolute perfect display of his joyful handiwork in the sunrise. And I'm drinking up the message like crazy, joy, 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 okay? So the word branches divides by 5 as well, okay? In fact, branches is lots of 5s in order. Branches, you can slice it in half. You get 35, slice it in half. Branches is double 35. That's a word from the Lord. So the branches are telling you to rejoice because they're all shaped like Y's. 5 times 5. But branches just came to me. So you're staring at an O, which is sunrise, through branches, which is 35, 35. If you haven't gotten the message to rejoice your head off and drink your cocoa in abundance, Well, you've gotten it at this point, okay? So branches, of course they're called branches. They had to be called branches from the foundation of the world. Jesus said, I am the vine, you guys are the branches. Vine equals joy. Jesus said, I am the joy, you guys are the branches, which are a total off, just an overflow of my joy. So vine is 50 and branches, as I've just said, is 70. Slice it in half, you get 35, 35. I tell you, that's the most perfect colored sun that you can look at with the naked eye for a long sunrise telling you to rejoice. I love you too, God. So I love Coco as double joy, I love you, God, as triple joy, and I love you too, God, as quadruple joy. So there's a nice, you could take a photograph of that, man. Again, the sun is orangey pink in my eyes. Naked equals eye. You're seeing a white, which is the camera flare. But as you can see, my friends, it is the most perfect circle you can stare at with the naked eye and get the joy message from God on this Wednesday, September 30th, no less. Totally perfect. Okay. Go ahead and solve more color names if you want, squeezing fives out of them, and orange and pink are classics because they're symmetrical. Pink is 25-25 in order. Orange is fives from the inside out. White, of course, 65. But the word blend has been coming to me, and the word cream has been coming to me. Because cream ends in cocoa, just like dream and stream, and blend equals cocoa. Lots of 37s. Amazing. Okay. So, message received, Commander. So you've got to hear what God is saying to you every morning. So morning is 90, it just keeps more fives coming at you. Okay, it's just glaring. This is a total sign from God that today is going to be a very special joy day. Because this is an exceptional sunrise. Like, I've never seen one where the sun is this gorgeous of a pinky orange in full circle that you can stare at with the naked eye for so long. Okay, with such vivid color. Okay. And the word vivid divides by 5. Vivid is beautiful because it's 5 letters that individually don't divide by 5. But, oh no, it doesn't, sorry. Vivid is triple 22. It's like a faith package. But there you go. Yep, this is a special day. Okay, this is the great Wednesday, September 30th. The center of the week, joy. Ooh, see, there you go. That guy's holding a peanut. Okay, as a reminder that I've preached on the sign of peanuts for faith and providence. Okay, blue jay with a peanut in his mouth. God is saying everything is small to me. It's usually a message of providence. Okay, because the word peanut is 22 followed by 55. It divides by 11. Okay, it's a faith message, and it's a faith message for God's providence. Peanut, 2 packages that divide by 11, just like the word seed. Okay, 33. So, message received, Commander, from the Blue Jay. God is in control of everything that comes into your eyeballs, and you have to get the interpretation of what He is saying to you. Okay, Jesus said, "Look at the birds of the air." And it was a message about fearing nothing because of providence. Bird is 33, just like seed, just like peanut divides by 11, okay? So God is always saying, never fear anything. I own everything. You're my child, and everything is peanuts, and I'll just give you everything in the world. It's all peanuts to God. Cool. So total joy message, amazing.